Hey guys, this is Jeremy from Trinity Comics back at you with another video. Today's video is a contest entry into Don the Comic Book Junkie's 1,000 sub contest. And he asked us to answer a couple questions, so let's get started. Okay, the first question he asked is, why do I watch Don's videos? Well, that's simple, because Don makes awesome videos. And I like seeing his comic book room, because everybody knows Don the Comic Book Junkie's got an amazing comic book collection. And he's very knowledgeable about comics. He was the first person I heard talk about Mylar bags before I didn't really know what they were. And I researched the subject, watched a couple of his videos, and now I'm got some knowledge on the subject. And question number 2 is, what do I suggest he does to make his channel a little better? Well, I normally would say I wouldn't change anything because it's great. I like it the way it is. Honestly, I really do. The only conflict I have sometimes is if it's on Friday nights, is I'll watch the Blast It or Stash It. And, if the shows are going on at the same time, I got to choose. So maybe if you could do it on another night, or maybe you could just change the time a little bit. They usually go a little bit earlier, and that way they're done by the time you're on, so it may not be a problem. But other than that, I wouldn't really change anything, man. I like it the way it is. I like it because when I come on there, it's just like it's a live stream, so it's just like I'm sitting and talking comics with a buddy. And I live in a small town in Mississippi, and I know nobody that reads comic books, so I have nobody to talk to about comic books. So that's why I like watching your channel and all the other channels, is because I can talk to those guys, talk to y'all about comics. It gives me an outlet without having to just sit here with no one to talk to about it. So I would just leave it the way it is. Honestly, it's awesome. Okay, the third question is why I collect comics. What drives me to buy books and keep collecting? Okay. Why I buy books? Or why do I read comics? I like reading comics because, these TV shows and movies, they do these storylines, and I've always been a big Batman, X-Men, Wolverine, all that fan, But these movies and TV shows, they're hit or miss sometimes, and they don't always... Like, for instance, the Flashpoint. The TV show Flash is about to do the Flashpoint, but they're not going to do it true to the comics. They're going to change it and do their own version of it. So that's why I like to read comics, because comics are way better than the shows or TV shows. Because, you watch a Batman animated movie, and they might have some random dude doing Batman's voice, but when you read the comics, you can in your head you can hear like Kevin Conroy, or like Mark Hamill's the Joker, which is who I personally hear, and I hear Kevin Conroy's voice when I read Batman. It's kind of crazy, but so that's just why I like reading comics. And what keeps me buying and keeping collecting is because the stories. I decided, the Marvel when Marvel, I saw their books, they were like $4, $5, $6, $7, and DC was $2.99. I have limited funds as it is, so the $2.99 is a better price point for me, because it means I can buy more books. I just can't buy all those Marvel books with all those tie-ins and all that, and all the DC books that I want to read. So that's just what I do. I read DC because Marvel, I hear they're doing some good things and they're doing some bad things, so I don't really know about that, but that's another subject. And how big do I want my... Question number 4 is, how big do I want my collection to be? What would be my stopping point? How big do I want my collection to be? I want it to be Don the Comic Book Junkie size. No, seriously. Man, I just want a good collection, man. I would love to have a comic book collection the size of yours, but you've been doing it for a very long time. One day I'll get there. I'm a rookie right now, so but what would make me stop? If books got to be $10, $15, somewhere along there, I would have to stop because I couldn't afford it. But or like if I run out of room, or if if I died, that'd probably be the only way. But yeah, if I run out of room and they jack the price up on the books, then yeah, that would put me out of it. But I'll be back in just a minute to show you my collection. Here's my comic collection. These are the Rebirth books that I haven't read yet from last week. I like to keep them on top of my box just to make them easy to get to. And here's some of my collection. This is my Death of Superman that I picked up. This was a book from my childhood that I had and no longer have anymore. I just thought it was a cool pickup. I got it for like $5. And this next book that I'm about to show you is a definite grail of mine. Everybody knows, or if you don't know, Jim Lee is my favorite artist, and his X-Men run was one of my favorite, the X-Men that I grew up with. So when I found this on eBay, I had to snatch it up. The guy was selling it for $30 with a COA. I don't know if I don't know anything about grading, but it looks like a great issue to me. I mean, a great copy. And I did some research. That is Jim Lee's autograph. So, yeah, it's a great book. Oh, there's the COA. And it's in poly right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna switch it over to Mylar, just because, yeah, that's a definite grail of mine. I love that book. I need to get a frame to put it in. I hadn't, so I just keep it in the shipping stuff right now. And here's my box, my long box. Okay, it starts off, yeah. Here's my Awesome Act of Kindness from Vince, the Simplified Comic Guy. And it's Court of Owls, Batman #1, CGC 9.4 with white pages. And this is the book that got me back into reading comics from when I was a kid. It was the trade paperback, but this was a grail of mine too. I wanted to get one, but every time I looked at one, I just, didn't really have the money to get it. Love this book. Greg Capullo drew an amazing Batman, and Scott Snyder, I consider Scott Snyder to be the best Batman writer to date. But, a lot of people have different opinions. This is just my DK3, the Master Race 1 through 5, waiting to complete that series. And then there's Batman TMNT. Some of these are second issues. Some of them are first. I got the complete run. That was a cool series. I heard they're doing a animated series with those in it. Then this just begins my rebirth. I got 2 of the regular cover, the one shot, and then I got 2 of the midnight release one shots, and then the rest of it's just the rest of the DC that starts my run. So Aquaman, Flash, yeah, there's the Flash. That is a great cover from the Flash. I was in there when my guy was making my pull list that day, and he let me pick my cover. I snatched that up. That was a great one. That's Detective Comics. It's just all of my rebirth that I've been picking up. And this is just miscellaneous. The first one is my Spawn, and I got my Dark Tower 1 and 2. And then the Strain. I'm not sure if this is the real first issue or not, if this is a reprint, but I got this for $1.49, so I love the show, so I said I'll just pick it up. And then here's my Awesome Act of Kindness from Comic Noob, Batman 0 year, Batman 21. First appearance of Duke Thomas, and that's a great issue. And then he also sent me Batman Arkham Knight special issue with Batgirl and Harley Quinn. So that's the #1. I didn't have that one. And there's the Flashpoint run from the New 52. I picked up 3 of those issues at a local con for like $2. And I just got on eBay and, you know, finished the haul out. I need to get them out and read them, because I know the TV show is going to be doing the Flashpoint. And the rest of this stuff in this miscellaneous right here is just stuff that I got from a deal on Groupon, where they had like 50 comic books. It was 25 Marvel and 25 DC, and you paid $20 and they shipped them to you. So it was just, you didn't know what you were going to get, if it was anything good or not. I did get one good comic book. I got Power Man and Iron Fist, and I don't know, you know, I know they got the Defenders TV show coming up. I don't know if it's anything to this book or not, but I thought that was really cool to get an old book like that. Some of those I need to put in bags and boards. Some of these are from the Funko boxes, the Marvel Collector Corps and the Legion of Collectors. They come with comics in them. Most of them have like a pop cover, and then some of them have the regular one. But yeah, I've been told that people don't think they're going to be worth anything, but they come with those. I collect Funko Pops, so yeah, that's my collection. It's not very much, but for just starting out, I'm doing okay, I think. It's gonna keep growing bigger. I gotta fill this long box out, and then I'm gonna start some short boxes. So there's my trade paperbacks. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. It's Justice League. The only Marvel one is Civil War. I won that in a giveaway. That's a great read too. My Batmans. Batman Eternal, Justice League. Then there's 0 Year, you know, that whole Blackest Night, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. Gotta have everybody. The Batman Hush, I'm gonna start working on getting that issue run one day. There's Scott Snyder and Jim Lee did Superman Unchained. I haven't read that yet either. There's my free comic book, The Dorbs. And I also collect Funko Pops. If you wanted me to do a detailed video on those, I will. There's my Batman number 50, so I can zoom in, with Chris Daltrey, and Jim Lee did those. I framed those and put them up just because I thought they were cool. And then there's my, if you can see that, that's a signed print from Tony Todd, who voiced Zoom. That's a Zoom Funko Pop. And there's a Flash comic book with Black Flash in it. That's a signed photo of Ralph Macchio. A signed Wolverine print from Ricky Martin, numbered and signed, COA on all of those. They come from the bound box. There's my Batman Hush poster print. And then there's a page of Jim Lee's Hush, an actual page that he turned in to the publisher, and he put it on Facebook or somewhere, and I saved it and printed it out, decided to frame it just because I thought it was cool. But yeah, that's basically it. There's some more Funko Pops. Harley Quinn and the Joker from Suicide Squad, Inmate Harley. And there's my entertainment system, PS4. The PS4 is pretty guarded well, I think. But yeah, it's just my little haul. I mean, my little collection, you know. Not really much, but got to start somewhere, like you told me. But yeah, good luck to everybody else that's entering this contest. I know whoever wins is going to get some awesome stuff. And Don's a great guy. He deserves way more subs than he's got already. So, good luck, everybody. This is Trinity out.